I don't know what just happened there, but I just got booted out of my live again. That keeps happening. Is that all the freaking paint I have? There's all my damn paint. Is that a white? It's a flat black. A flat black will work. Shit. Find a small paintbrush. Son of a bitch. What's up? We're getting prepared for tomorrow's No Kings rally right now. We're getting a bunch of signs and everything made up. And we're putting all new stuff on the truck right now. What's up, brother? I'll show you what we're adding to the truck. And this is one of the signs I'm making up right now. We're starting off with a base of metallic blue. And then I'm going to put some other colors in it. And we're going to have, what's up, brother? We're going to have, if Trump was king, you'd be dead, or something like that on there. And then we're adding some stuff here. Anywhere there's some open space, we're adding just little shit to offend these people. You know what I mean? I retouched up all the Charlie Kirk stuff. If Trump was king, you'd be dead. We're going to retouch that up after it dries. We're using an acrylic permanent marker. So this stuff stays on. As you know, this stuff's been on the here forever. I touched it up today. I touched up wood chippers for pedophiles. Made it a bit darker. So, like I said, I've got 3 or 4 of the white signs made up already that I normally have. And then like I said, we're going to do a few of these bigger signs over here today. So if you don't know, we'll give some news out while we're out here bullshitting today. What's up, brother? The city, Chicago, has now ordered, as I was saying, if you're just joining, we were using the metallic blue on the outside. Then we're going to put some other colors in there, doctored up, make it look like a good background. And then we're going to get some good literature written on it. But they ordered in Chicago today that they gave their cops orders to physically get involved, stop federal agents, and arrest them. So we're in the act of civil war now. Now we have these cities ordering cops to stand against federal agents. We have millions of these wacko terrorists getting in the streets tomorrow, you know, and who knows, any day now could be known as the Great Battle of Chicago in the history books. You know what I mean? So, I mean, now it's official. If something happens over this weekend, the moment a cop puts their hand on a federal agent, that's all we need for the Insurrection Act. That right there in itself, on its face, that's what we need to happen for the Insurrection Act. Strategically, I'll give it to Trump. He's doing what he can to get us what we need, guys, because, whew. Oh, I did a metallic blue behind this, too, and then we're going to make this bigger, and it's going to pop out by the time we're done. We'll go over it with different colors. You know, fucking it all up. Getting it ready for tomorrow. Who knows? I might be out there by myself standing against 1,800 fucking wacko terrorists. Who knows? I'll be live for the whole thing like I always am. And we had a nice conversation with some YouTube people today after all the bullshit that happened. You know, I got reported over 282 times within 45 minutes of my live by these leftists on here yesterday, right? That's why that you have violated community guidelines automated thing came up that I screenshotted. They don't even have the decency to send you a message on YouTube and say, oh yeah, by the way, this is what's happening. But they said, don't worry about that when it happens. It's an automatic thing that pops up. Just ignore it for now on because it's the AI that's pushing that out at us. So, but yeah, that's the new cancel culture for these leftists is going after your followers and reporting you. What are you doing in here, Stingy? Look at this thing. Look at this thing. What are you doing? You want to go outside? Come on, let's go. Well, let's go then. You can come out with me. What? Tell the camera hi. Say hello to them. Say it. They want to know. They want to know. Hey, they want to know. You got to tell them. Say, are we ready for the No Kings rally tomorrow? Say, we got to go. Tell them. Yeah, tell them, yes, we're ready. Say, we're ready. We're ready. Oh, you baby. I'm going to go outside. Come on, let's go. Let me get her down. We're going to keep going, guys. I'll take you through the process of what I do to make these signs a lot of times. So she goes, every time she goes to get her water, whenever I got her harness being washed right now. She's getting a bath. She's going to look good tomorrow. You know, so it's good. It should be a good day. We're going to do Port Charlotte's rally, and then we're going to go up to Sarasota because they're going to be going a little longer. And if Fort Myers is still going, we're going to go hit their Antifa rally too. Hey, are you ready yet? Come on. Come on, Singy. Jump. Trust me. Come on, jump. Jump in my arms. Come on. Come on. Jump in my arms. Oh, trust fall. Yeah, baby. Thank you. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I don't have a harness. I just got done saying your harness just got washed. Hold on 1 second, guys. Wait. Let me go get our spare harness over here. I got her swimming harness, and then I got her service harness. She swims in her service harness. Okay, if you're just joining, it's going to be a lot more prominent tomorrow. We're putting more stuff on it. We got to put 2 or 3 layers. So if Trump was a king, you would all be dead. Because that's how it works. If Trump were truly a king, he'd just wipe you all out. You know what I mean? We touched up wood chippers for pedophiles. We've added a metallic blue onto this side over here. And we're going to make this more prominent as well. And then we've got 5 of the white signs back there ready for tomorrow. So if anybody does show up on our side, which I don't care if you do, I'll fight them all by myself, we'll have signs for you. Also, we're doing a metallic blue on the top here, and then we're going to go lightly with the metallic red around it, and then we're going to add our literature onto this. So that in itself can just be sitting up on the truck, and I don't have to hold it. You know what I mean? Because I got to carry these signs, hold my phone and my camera, and all this shit by myself normally. So, yeah, we'll get some good stuff going. I'm pretty sure, by the way people have been emailing me and the way people are talking in town, that there's going to be quite a few of our people on our side there tomorrow too. Not as many as them because people work. We work. And your voice doesn't really matter in Southwest Florida, so I'm pulling out as many stops as I can. I went this morning, as you can see from the short that I posted this morning, I got an email from the county that some trees need to be cut out of some power lines. And thank God it was like 5 roads from where I live. So I went over there first thing this morning and then sent some pictures so they could pay me out. And I got a little bit of a payout for that. So I went and I bought shit and filled up the truck with gas and getting ready to go. You know what I mean? I did what I could afford to do. You know what I mean? Would I have much rather have had 3 or 4 cameras with me and the drone flying over. Unfortunately, the drones I have, it's been windy as hell the past few days, and it's hard to get your drones to fly in the wind like that. They blow all over the place. The geoscoping gets off on them. So now I got to find a small paintbrush and hand touch paintbrush this on here. I'm not going to do the wood with marker. We want this one because we'll end up using this one a bunch because they'll be doing this every weekend. You know what I mean? Hell, it might end up being an everyday thing for these wackos because they've got nothing left. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about scopes. We got officers here that are going to be on all the roofs of the buildings like they are every single time. I mean, we got plenty of backup here where I'm at, you know, so you might not be able to see them, but they can damn sure see you when you come to Southwest Florida. Just like when y'all came down to Punta Gorda, Florida, and they were all up on the roofs watching you. As we get Overwatch here, you know what I mean? And plus, you know, I'm always there an hour and a half before the event. We do a full walk around. My dog keeps me pretty alerted to what's going on. Nobody's able to come up behind me because she's got my back. You know what I mean? So, and it'll work out. It always does. if I get shot again, if they don't kill me, then I guess it just gave us some good fucking content, didn't it? You know what I mean? I've already thought about that. I've got my vest and my body armor in the back of the truck just in case. You know, I don't know if I'm gonna wear it yet. Somewhere in there. Yeah, somewhere back there. I don't know if we're gonna be wearing it yet, but trust me, we're loaded in there just in case something does go down. And we do have people that are correlated with us that if they pull up, they know what to do as well and where to get. We got full first aid kit. I got an IFAC and a full first aid kit with everything from nasopharyngeal to chest compression needles to chest seal wounds, tourniquets, all kinds of shit. So, I mean, I'm prepared. I've been doing this for quite some time now. I've been quite wrecked by these people. I'm pretty good at doctoring myself. We have fishing line and suture needles and shit like that if it's on the fly. Sometimes you gotta wear a vest, you know? Sometimes you got to, even in Florida. It's everywhere. These wackos are fucking everywhere. As a matter of fact, when I went out in town today and I was playing one of these, because, you know, a whole bunch of new MAGA singers have come up. They're pretty good shit, pretty good fight songs, you know what I mean? And I was getting a lot of hate today while I was in town by some people you wouldn't expect, you know? So it's the average people. My life evolves? You mean revolves? No, this has nothing to do with Donald Trump. Nothing whatsoever. This has to do with the fact that we're at war in our country. This is literal war. Your side has taken the side of 3 states, and we've taken the side of the rest of the majority of the fucking country. So you're on the wrong side. We're going to fucking destroy you. It's going to be real fucking easy, especially if you do something stupid tomorrow. Man, some of us are praying for you to do something real fucking stupid tomorrow because that's what we need. We need to get this shit the fuck over with. You know what I mean? If you don't understand that we're going to be given full permission to do what needs to be done, if y'all pull some dumbass shit tomorrow, you need to be worried about that. Because it's not the military we're thinking about. You know what I mean? Honestly, Left, what are you going to do? If 2,000 of me form a shield wall in Portland between those fucking federal agents and you, what the fuck are you going to do? Get smashed into the ground and dragged across the fucking asphalt? Because that's your only option. That's it. If we get in between you and them and you put hands on us, we don't have to worry about what the news says. We don't have to worry about what the media says. And what the fuck are your cops going to do to 2,000 patriots standing arm in arm with a fucking shield in their hand? Nothing. Not a fucking thing. Sit there like the little bitch babies they are. Because they know at that point in time, oh shit, now the majority's standing up. We need to worry about them more than we need to worry about these little faggots. That's what they're going to do. Just like they did last week. You know, it's not your cops that are coming after us. It's your politicians and your fucking corrupt cops who are just taking the orders. Which, when in history has that been done? When in history have factions in the countries stood up and ordered their Gestapo officers to stand against the rest of the fucking country? Because it's not the rest of the country that's on your side. It's California, Chicago, and Portland. New York. That's it. You get that, right? That's it. The rest of them are begging us for our help. South Carolina, come get them. North Carolina, come get them. Georgia, fucking come get them. You know what I mean? So, it's hilarious. And I get it. It's our fault that they think they're the fucking majority. You get that, right? Because they come together with each other, and that's what they see. And like right now, we got infighting with fucking Ben Shapiro and Matt Walsh. Of course we're going to stand with Matt Walsh, the American, over fucking Ben Shapiro. Of course we're going to stand with all of our fellow fucking Americans over fucking Israel that's not America. That's dumb as fuck, Ben. Are you serious? That's dumb as fuck. You're in America. You're an American citizen, buddy. You stand for America, motherfucker. That's why I don't even listen to your comments when you say, well, what about Israel? I don't give a fuck about Israel. I don't give a fuck about Ukraine. I don't give a fuck about anywhere else. Should we help Argentina? Fuck yeah, they're awesome. Let's help a fucking ally. But our enemies and all these people at war, I don't give a fuck. We already knew the hostages were going to be all dead. We knew that. We told you all that 2 years ago. We said, hey, guess what? we're going to get maybe 5 or 10 of these hostages back. The rest of them are going to be fucking dead and tortured. And the ones that do come back, they don't want to be here anymore. They want you to fucking kill them. They went through some horrible shit, especially those women. You know what I mean? So, this shit should have just been, we should have just ended this, you know? Biden should have just fucking picked this old man balls up out of the dirt and fucking went over there and kicked their ass with some special forces units is what we should have done. Free Palestine. How about free America? How about free the 350,000 children that your side's over somewhere fucking trafficking and using as slaves and sex dolls in this country? How about we free them? More like 10 million probably, you know? How about we free all the children in our fucking country that are being abused? I think that's the better way to go. We're not the ones living in a fucking live action cartoon. We're not the ones that don't understand the definitions of words. Listen, when everybody else disagrees with you and you always think you're right, you're the one that's wrong, just so you know. I can admit when our side's wrong. Do I like the fact that we're putting the same federal agents that tried to arrest me for 4 years in the streets? Fuck no. Should we activate the militia like the Constitution dictates and arm and train them so we don't have to worry about the news propaganda? We don't have to worry about all these repercussions that the federal government does? Abso-fucking-lutely. Should we go by the Constitution 100%? And should Trump sign an executive order pardoning every fucking felon right now and signing the death penalty for all pedophiles? Absolutely. That's what should be happening right now. You know what I mean? We should be getting back to the Constitution is what we should be doing. I'm a constitutionalist. I'm not a fucking Republican. I'll never vote Republican again after I see this shit. I'd rather fight for my country than fucking vote for... At least I know who my enemy is the other way around. Fuck. Look at the shit that's going on right now. It's so flip-floppy. The people that are actually out here fighting are pieces of shit like me that ain't got nothing. And we don't have the ability to get out here like people like Tim Pool and fucking Matt Walsh and all them do. You know what I mean? We're the ones out here fighting and losing everything right now. We're the ones getting out here in the streets and daring you motherfuckers to kill us, not the politicians, not the fucking cops. As a matter of fact, the cops are doing the opposite. They're running while we're fucking standing up. Fuck the government. I'm not here for the government. I'm not here for Donald Trump. I love my president. I've been shot for the motherfucker. I better love him. I think he's doing the best that any president in the history of time in my lifetime has done. You know what I mean? I love the fact that he got shot not once, but almost twice, and he stood back up with the balls of fire, fucking shooting lightning bolts out of his ass and told us to keep fucking fighting. I've never seen a president with courage like that. As far as Christianity goes, man, he's the only president I've ever seen in my lifetime that went on live TV and said, I don't know if I'm meant for heaven because of the things I've done in life. And boy, howdy, that's the most Christian thing I've ever seen a president say. He'll admit that he doesn't know everything about Christianity. He'll admit and you people are, oh, what about him saying this? Man, if you think people are going to agree with everything that somebody else thinks, that's your problem. We don't sew our mouth to each other's assholes and just regurgitate shit like a human centipede the way you people do. You know, I got problems with the right and the left. I want my fucking country back. I want to have the freedom to go fishing without a fucking government entity telling me I have to pay them to fish in God's water. That's fucking retarded. It's not physically possible for citizens to overfish the ocean. That's dumb. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen or heard. People go to jail for that shit down here in Florida. No, I'll never be the minority because I will always fight for what is good, true, and right. I don't have to agree with somebody to fight with them. That's the dumbest fucking thing ever. That's why you people lose. That's why you people lose. That's why you split off into small little factions in these cities and you go cause mayhem by yourselves because you don't know how to stand together. Now, at least when we line up, we create a shield wall and we do not break formation. That's the difference between you and us. How the fuck did you... I was going to get your harness, wasn't I? And these people fucking distracted me. See, how come not one of you reminded me? Maybe you did. Bullshit. Have you ever seen, hold on, shrimpers Man, they catch every damn fish in the world. A shrimper's not a fucking citizen fisher, ding dong. Citizens out here fishing from a fucking dock cannot, and commercial fishers, because God said, hey, go fish the fucking ocean. I will make sure there is plenty for you. Okay, if you can't find fish, you don't love God. That's all there is to it. Every time I put my pole, every time I go fishing, I catch a fish. Oh, you gotta go to the insults. Of course he's trailer trash. I'm a fucking property owner, you piece of shit. I owned the house. I wasn't trailer trash until you people burn all my shit to the ground. You know what I mean? But guess what? I'll do it all over again, and I'll keep doing it no matter how much of my shit you fuck with, no matter how many times you threaten me, no matter how many people you run out of my life. I don't need people, because I can be strong by myself. I'm not a communist. I'm not. As one, I am weak. Together, I am strong. I am strong by myself. I don't give a fuck about the collective. I don't give a fuck what other people think about me. I don't give two shits. There's only one that I care that thinks about me, and I disappoint him every single day, and I beg him for forgiveness. That's the only one I got to worry about. No, it's your mom. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh, you did. Nuh-uh. Well, that sucks for them. That sucks for them. But they're not running out of water because Trump already refilled the reservoirs. So I don't know where you're getting that from. But yes, Gavin Newsom shut down the reservoirs. And the reason Palisades burned down, now we know that it was a leftist activist that set the fire. I think Gavin Newsom had something to do with that too. And I think the government of California wanted that land. And if you people are talking about how we're in a civil war, nobody's even talking about the fact that old Gavin Newsom played some 4D chess there. And we all knew, we were all wondering, why the fuck is he cleaning up his streets for the leader of China? And why the fuck is a governor meeting with the leader of another world? That's weird, huh? Now we know. So they could have a side to fight with, because they knew the rest of this country wouldn't. And that's the dumbest thing ever. Please, Gavin Newsom, please get another country involved. Holy fucking balls. It'll be over day one. Day one. China won't be here no more. You'll finally be liberated, Chinese people. China won't be here no motherfucking more. So Gavin Newsom wouldn't be around anymore. We wouldn't have to worry about any of that. You know, that's just speculation. I'm not saying, oh, conspiracy theory, this is what's happening. But it just strikes me as odd, because the governor has no power over anything other than the state they're in, and they barely have the power over that, because the legislators lead everything. So, but I'm only explaining that to you in here that have actual common sense and understand the definitions of words. Because even when we show these people the truth of the matter, even when they see it for their own fucking eyes, they're like, that didn't happen. No. And then they fucking run away like Napoleon Dynamite. You know? That's going to look good. You know what? Maybe I should just do red, white, and blue all the way down the side of the truck this week. And then put all the stuff back on it. Fuck it. Why not? People have smashed my shit to fucking... Well, maybe your mom should have aborted you. You're a baby murderer. You kill babies. Let me say it to your face. You're a fucking baby murderer. You murder fucking babies. You're the most evil scum on the planet. Yes, we should make it illegal for these fucking idiots like this to be able to use abortion as birth control. As a matter of fact, it should be a life imprisonment or a death penalty for these people to do that. And if they don't like it, get the fuck out of our country. Bragging about murdering babies. You're glad that you can have as many abortions as you want. That's fucking insane. That's insane. You have committed blasphemy of the Holy Spirit, just so you understand. You have murdered a baby, the most ultimate miracle of God. So don't come trying to repent your sins, because you've committed blasphemy of the Holy Ghost. You've cut off your body parts. You sacrificed yourself to demons. That's the literal definition. Blasphemy in itself, is a forgivable sin, but blasphemy of the Holy Spirit, according to Jesus, is an unforgivable sin. So don't come to us wanting mercy and sympathy if you're blaspheming the Holy Spirit, because we're only supposed to afford brothers and sisters of Christ the courtesies of love. We must not love anything that God hates. I've read that to you directly from the Bible. We need to get away from this freaking puppy dogs and rainbows Bible that these prosperity teachers are teaching. This is crazy. Because we're not supposed to build up treasures on earth. We're supposed to suffer. We're supposed to gleefully thank God for having just enough to survive. That way we can reach the ultimate treasure in heaven. What page of what? Oh, hold on. Well, it's in my post. You can go look at it right now. It's in my posts. I can pull it up for you right now. I even pulled it up on the internet and got them all put into a thingy for you. Hold on. I'll pull it up right now. If you love God, you must not tolerate what God hates. What was that? Did y'all hear that? Ding dong. Okay. Boop. That's twice, Kira. I love you with all my heart, and I'm so sorry. Romans 12:9b, arbor what is evil, hold fast to what is good. Hold on, we'll get to the rest of them. There's a lot of them. Hold on. Proverbs 6:19. Hate what God hates. Proverbs 6:19. It's also, what was it, Psalms, get out of here, get out of here. How many times in the Bible does it say you must hate all things God hates if you love God? Ooh, this one also says that. Whoever knows the right thing to do and fails to do it, for him that is a sin. Then you can go up to Romans. Hold on, you son of a gun. Just let me go to the screenshot. Forget all this crap. Files. Oh, comes right up. Right up immediately. Okay, so we're going to go through a few of them here, okay? And this is what it tells you to do when people are being hurt, okay? So first, keep far from false charge, and do not kill the innocent and righteous, for I will not acquit the wicked. Okay? Isaiah 17. Learn to do good, seek justice, correct oppression, bring justice to the fatherless, plead the widow's cause, standing for the oppressed and the weak like I do. Proverbs 24:11. Rescue those who are being taken away to death. Hold back those who are stumbling to the slaughter. If you say, behold, we did not know this, does not he who weighs the heart perceive it? Does not he who keeps watch over your soul know it? And will he repay man according to his works? So part of your works is to protect the weak and stop the wicked from hurting them. Then you go to Proverbs 6:16. There are 6 things the Lord hates, 7 that are an abomination to him: haughty eyes, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. Romans 13:4. For he is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid, for he does not bear the sword in vain. For he is the servant of God, an avenger who carries out God's wrath on wrongdoers. That's in the New Testament. That's Romans. Okay. Hold on. There's more. When justice is done unto the righteous, but terror to evildoers. There's more. We can keep going through them. You can go down to Jeremiah 22:3. Hold on. We'll also pull up. Where in the Bible does it say, if you love God, do not tolerate anything God hates? The Bible says, hate evil. Psalms 97:10. Love what God loves, hate what God hates. Romans 12. Arbor versus evil. Okay, Romans 12:19. Then go to the book of Samuel and Samson and read the fact that Samson, even Moses, under the protection of God, under the ordained authority of God, murdered the Egyptian because he was oppressing the weak. Read about Samson, Samuel, David, especially read about David. If you don't like to read and you have to equate everything to a movie like you leftists seem to do, how about go watch The House of David on Prime? They did a decent job with it, you know. Understand that when you watch that movie, that's how you're supposed to read the Bible. So maybe you can go watch that movie, and then when you read the Bible, that's the context your brain can put it into, you know. You're right, and I've already said how many times I'm a horrible, terrible piece of shit sinner and I'm a human. Blasphemy used to actually be illegal in America. It was illegal to blaspheme in America. It was illegal to say cuss words in public and blasphemy in public. It used to be you had to swear to a Protestant God to become a representative of the state unless you were a Catholic or a Jew, you know. So it shows how much you people know about America, saying it's not a Christian nation, because in the inception of America, you literally had to swear in to a Protestant God before you could take office and uphold the Constitution. Yeah, it used to be cool to hate Nazis. There used to be Nazis, but now we have the left that is the closest thing we can equate to the brown shirts and the Nazis that go and assassinate people because they're speaking truth and then do nothing but destroy things and propagandize just like the Nazis did, because the Republicans aren't out here destroying anything. You can't give us one instance of, $170 billion worth of damage done to a city because of Republicans. We can give you 4 instances from fucking the left. You can't give us any instance of Republicans going out and murdering anybody. They're going to say the Nazi that murdered the Democrats that was unaffiliated and registered as an independent and clearly not a Trump supporter when you go through their social media. But that's what they're going to use. That's the only thing they can use too. They've got nothing else. There's nothing else. But we could tell you, just in the past 5 weeks, over 200 incidences and over 45 mass shootings by a fucking crazy leftist or Black Lives Matters type supporter. It's the usual suspect at this point. The only ones in the streets committing violence are the left. The federal agents are in the streets arresting criminal alien invaders. That's actual definition of who they are in the books of America is criminal alien invaders. They're not undocumented migrants. They're not future citizens. They're criminal invader terrorists at this point, because now they're fighting against our country, that's not their country, waving their foreign flags on our soil, and we are at war. And when are you left going to understand we're officially 100% at war with you? There is no compromise. Did you see the guy that just got arrested for threatening? Some more people just got arrested because their comments on social media have been reported to the FBI. They've got no bond. They're going to federal prison, and they're getting a minimum mandatory. You are getting charged under wartime terrorist actions. There's no deals for you anymore. You fucked up. You went too far with this shit, and now we have to finish it, and that sucks for you. Where the fuck is her other harness at? Yes, I remember. Here it is. See, she's got this little small white harness too, because it's cooler when we go swimming, and it doesn't get all funky. Hey, guess what? Peace doesn't come with peace. You understand that, right? You can't get peace through peace. You get peace through conquering. And all throughout history, there's always been armies of God and armies of the devil. So, this isn't a political fight. This is a fight of powers, principalities, spirits, demons, and angels. And, well, obviously, as you can see from all the natural disasters that are happening everywhere, all the shit that's going down. Okay, so let me explain the Antichrist again to some of you people that don't quite understand. There's no such thing. Donald Trump's the Antichrist. Nobody's the Antichrist. There's no such thing as the Antichrist. The Antichrist is mentioned once in the Bible. It's not in the Old Testament. It's not in Revelation. It's in the book of John. And John says the spirit of Antichrist is coming upon the world. And then in Revelation, Paul has the revelation of Jesus Christ that states the children of Christ and God will be persecuted, and that is the spirit of Antichrist. So the whole world that's persecuting us as Christians are Antichrist-like, okay? They're the actual spirit of the Antichrist. They're the spirit of Antichrist. Just like God didn't create evil, God did not create the devil. The absence of God created the devil. The devil was jealous because he was the perfect son, the first perfect son of God, Lucifer. He was not the devil. He was the archangel Lucifer. Only equal to, at the time, Michael. The other archangel, Michael. So Lucifer decided to lead a rebellion with other angels who were then knocked down out of heaven and became the Nephilim. And then Lucifer, the ultimate son of God, through the absence of God, lost the light of God and became darkness and evil, and the devil was created and the Satan was created. Because the Bible doesn't actually mention Satan in the Bible, really. That's a man-constructed thing. It talks about the red dragon in Revelation, you know. It talks about the spirit of Lucifer. So the devil created the devil. The devil created evil. The absence of God created evil. Understand? God doesn't let bad things happen. God said, "Here is Job, my good and faithful servant. I give him to you to tempt away from me, because my good and faithful servant, Job, is like no other. He will not sin against me." Okay? And he does the same thing to all of us. He says, "Devil, I challenge you to tempt my children to come away from me. And the ones that do can join you in an eternal afterlife, but the ones that stay with me can join me in heaven." That's why the path is wide to go to hell and the path is narrow to go to heaven. So, no, the Bible doesn't say that when it's translated from Arabic. I don't know what translation of the Bible you're reading, but translated from Arabic, God created the heavens and the earth. And then you're talking about when he said he created the firmament and then all was dark. There's a difference between darkness and evil. Okay? Light and dark and light are two completely different words than good and evil. Okay, God did not create evil. As a matter of fact, God created the garden first, and he created all things that were good. We were so good, as a matter of fact, we were so covered in the light of God, we cannot even see our own nakedness. Okay, so there was no evil in the beginning. And then Satan, after he had been fallen to Balaam, went to the garden and tempted and brought evil into humanity. God did not bring evil into humanity. Satan once again tempted mankind, and we lost the light of God and all of that good. And once again, for the second time, the devil brought in evil to the world. God has never reached down and said, I give you evil to the world. God said, I send you out to work the land and toil and trouble. Where are you reading in the Bible that God said tell me where you read it, and I'll go read it right now, where he said he created evil. Let's go ask your best friend Google. Let's ask your best friend Google. Where does it say in the Bible that God created evil? Okay, the Bible verses often cited Isaiah 54, verse 7, which in some translations, which are often considered wrong, God creates evil. Okay, let me turn you around to it. So, in some translation, says God created evil. However, this is widely interpreted as not referring to moral evil, but the adversity, calamity, or disaster which God uses to fulfill his purposes. The Hebrew word for evil, in its context, often means hardship. Oh, is that literally what the fuck I just said to you? Holy shit. When it's interpreted from Hebrew or Arabic, it doesn't mean the same. Holy shit. But I'm a fucking idiot, huh? But that's literally, see, I love being able to fact check you in real time. That's the one thing I will give to, I literally just read it to you. Go read it, okay? Go read it. It literally just said it from the Bible.com that it is falsely translated to believe evil. In some translations, it believes God said it was evil. But from Hebrew and Arabic to English, you cannot translate the word evil the same way. So, you are a false teacher. There's a special place in hell for you with a special torture dildo and all kinds of other crazy shit that the devil has ready for you guys. Okay? You take words out of verses to literally change the context of the Bible. That is blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. You're literally trying to change the Bible to make people think that God created evil. That's freaking insane. That's the ultimate form of blasphemy you can have right there, just so you understand. That's how that works. Okay. It's weird because you say I'm this and I'm that and I'm not a Christian. But like, when I can't pay my bills, you know what happens? Nothing. Because I'm always able to pay my bills because God makes sure to pay my bills. Even if I get a job the day my bills are due, I get paid by the time my bills are due. So God takes good care of me. I don't ask for anything other than what I have. I ask to wake up in the morning. That's about it. That's all I need. As long as my dog's healthy and I'm healthy and I can eat today and I have just a little bit of what I need to get by today, I'm super happy with that. Yeah, the government assistance I'm on, okay. I own things. I can't get government assistance, you idiot. See, and that's another way y'all project. You think everybody's on government assistance. You know, I don't know one person on government assistance. Not one person. Just like I've never met a trans person in my entire fucking life of 43 years, ever in my life. Have I even seen one in person? I've never seen a trans person. So you don't exist as far as I'm sure. I've literally never seen one of you except for on TV, which makes me think you don't even really exist in real life. Magnesium and zinc. Because I'm old, I'm 43. I look 55. You look like a fucking retard. I look 55. I know you didn't hurt my feelings, but you just look stupid. I bet you look like a big thumb. That's probably what you look like. You look like a big thumb. I'm going to show you what this 55-year-old man looks like. I'm going to look better in a little bit because I'm about to shave up, trim up my beard and shit. So my head will be proportionate with my body once I do that. That's 45, baby. You would pray to look like this at 45. You know what I'm saying? You don't even look like this at fucking 17, probably. You don't look like this at 20. When I'm 60, I'll look better than you've looked in your 20s, bro. Isn't that fucking awesome? My abs will still look like that when I'm 50 fucking years old because I've done this all my life. Come on, baby. I know you don't really need to go out because you're not trying to. I know you want to go out with me, though. Come on. Let's go do some more stuff on these signs. Look, guys. We need to come together as patriots. Oh, yeah, you're getting a bath today, too. You still want to go out here? It takes me 2.5 hours to give this freaking bitch a bath, man. That's the only thing that sucks about having a husky. And an albino husky on top of it. Especially one that every time there's mud somewhere, she wants to be right directly inside of it. Or digging a hole. Or doing something dirty. Go do your thing and then we'll do something. We're gonna do something. You don't need me with you, man. See, that's what sucks about having a dog with you 24/7. 13 years of her life is she can't even take a shit by herself anymore. Yeah, I'm smoking another cigarette. I'm so running around with a chicken like a chicken with his head cut off today. So we'll have our normal live tonight, just so everybody knows. Yes, that's my baby right there. She's getting her bath today too. Her harness is hanging over here right now, drying off. There was a bunch of real nasty hitchhikers and stickers in the yard we were working in this morning, cutting those trees off the power lines, and she got all fucked up. I had to comb her out for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. I didn't. I said I haven't gotten paid from YouTube. Do you call YouTube the government? Oh, because we might not get our checks from the federal government this month. VA checks might not come in this month. We don't know yet. We all got our VA checks last month, but the military might not get paid this month either. If Congress doesn't reach some kind of appropriations on that, the military might. That's okay. That's okay. We don't care about that. I can complain about it. I just said, hey, I can't continue to spend all of my money going to these rallies and not being able to pay my bills if YouTube isn't going to fucking pay me right. Because if y'all don't know, when these people, I mean, it eventually gets to the point where YouTube's banning these people now, but up until YouTube gets rid of all these leftists on here, the best way to go is join us on Berserker Patriot 1776. We're trying to build that channel up right now. Hey, bro, don't worry about that dog next door. It's okay. You want to go get him? Where is he? Go get him. Go get him. Oh, shit. Yeah, you want to get him, don't you? Yeah, she knows there's a dog back there that's not normally back there. She's like, what are they doing in my territory? Not allowed. The best dog I've ever had. Her name's Princess Kiera, for those that are wondering. I probably will, you're right. But if I don't, then at least my bills are paid because I got that, the county sent me that email. See, I only work on my trees when the county sends me emails that they need shit cut out of the power lines. That's what I do. I cut shit out of the power lines. The rest of the time, as you've seen from my videos, I'm building walls or, doing some kind of remodel work on houses. No, Social Security can suck my dick. You didn't fight for your country to get Social Security, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You didn't fucking get blown up and lose your fucking mind for Social Security, bro. Fuck you. Our military's got to get paid. Our veterans got to get paid. You know what I mean? We don't give a fuck about any of this other bullshit. None of us on fucking Social Security. You gotta be over fucking 55 to get Social Security, bro. Unless you're on retard disability, which is just another drain. Just think of all that money we're gonna save as long as the government shut down. Think about that, guys. Think about all that money that can go to fixing these roads that are all fucked up. And all this shit that's fucked up in our country. When's the last time that they updated the roads in America? Honestly, if any town, anyone in here that lives in any town, you got a bunch of fucked up roads in your town, right? Because all they do is re-skim them every year. They don't replace them. You know, we got infrastructure that needs to be fixed in this country, and nobody's fixing it. So that's what we got to take some of this money and use it for. All this money we're saving from the Department of Education, fuck, let's fix some roads, man. You know what I mean? Let's invest into homeschool networks so our children aren't getting indoctrinated by fucking pedophiles. No, what we need are cobblestone streets that last for over 10,000 fucking years if you build them right. That's what the fuck we need. Like they still have all over the place. The brick streets they built 250 years ago in my fucking town are still there, and you can still fucking drive on them. You just have to go through and level them every once in a while. You don't have to replace asphalt every single 6 fucking months. The same road's not under construction fucking every other day when you try to drive down the motherfucker, and you have to take a detour that's 8 miles and cost you a gallon of gas. You know, it almost makes you think your counties don't give a fuck about people. You know what I mean? Plus, cobblestone doesn't retain heat the way that asphalt does. People are like, man, it sure is getting hotter in America. Everything we build with retains heat or reflects fucking heat. Of course it's getting hotter around where you're at. You go out in the middle of the country where there's nothing, it's way cooler than it is here in the cities. Because you got glass reflecting sun on you all day. You got asphalt that literally retains heat 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's made not to lose its heat. You know what I mean? Fucking, yeah, everything around you is heating up. It's going to get hotter. Just because it's outside don't mean it goes away. You know, we're in the fucking dome of a magnetosphere, right? That traps all that shit. It's not like it just escapes from the fucking earth, man. It's got to get through shit to do that. But until then, it's hot. And then we got UV rays popping into our fucking atmosphere all the time. All kinds of dumb shit, you know? My IQ's 138 if you want to know what my IQ is. You see, when we were growing up, my IQ was borderline retarded. The fact that you people think that 85 and 95 is the normal IQ, that was below retarded when I was growing up in the 90s. If you got an IQ that was fucking 95 or 89, you went to special ed when I was growing up. That's crazy, bro. My brother's got a higher IQ than I have. But, I mean, that's nuts. Borderline retarded was fucking 128 when you got your fucking IQ test in school. You know? That's weird that you people think that you're, like, most of you kids that are teenagers have lower testosterone than an 80-year-old fucking man. That shit's insane. No wonder we got a bunch of soy boy pussies around the country. You got no testosterone in your fucking nuts, man. You know? You people don't keep up with anything except for 2-second clips on CNN. That's it. You don't read, but you've never read a book in your fucking life. Ever. Never read a book in your life. You've never learned any actual knowledge from anything. You know? So when you insult us, all you're doing is coming in here and give us acknowledgement and algorithmic views. That's it. Just so you know. That's all you're doing for me. Nothing you say to me affects anything I do when I get off of this live. Nothing. Like, at all. I don't ever think about you for a second part of the day when I'm off of here. You know, I get off of here, I'll go watch some Star Trek or something later on when I'm fucking relaxing. Have a great day, brother. So, that's all the coffee I got in here. I got to make another pot of coffee. Well, shitty titty. Anyway, I'm going to get back to making these signs up, guys, for tomorrow. And then I'm going to eat a chicken pot pie and some meatloaf. Yeah, I know that's a weird fucking combination, but I got some leftovers I got to get rid of. So, I love you guys. Hope you have a blessed day out here. No problem, brother. I'm glad you hate me. I love you. I love you that you hate me. Hold on. Let's get in here. Nade 456. I love you. I love you so much. It hurts my cry. I love you so much. Oh my God. It hurt my feelings that you said you hate. I don't give a fuck. Good. You actually love me though, because you're in my comments right now. No, you're good. I'm going to be live again. I'm just live right now because, like I said, we're getting shit prepared for tomorrow's Trump rally. We want to get all new shit on the truck. So if Trump was a king, you'd be dead. You know what I mean? And then we did some blue metallic over here on this side. King Trump 2028. And then we touched up all the Charlie Kirk and the wood chippers for pedophiles. And then next we're going to get, I don't know. I want to get something on this board. We've done a blue metallic, and then we're going to go with a red metallic fade in over top of that, and then have some literature on this. And should be a good day tomorrow. We'll be live for the whole thing. I predict this. I predict they all come at the same time. I predict after the person with the fucking clipboard walks around, everybody's going to leave at the same fucking time. Watch. If you're on my live tomorrow, I'm going live at 8:30. They're supposed to start at 9 a.m. I'll be there at 8, though, so we can walk the entire area and make sure that, you know, collate with the officers that are in the area and let them know that we're going to be out there and what's happening, because otherwise they'll SWAT you live while you're out there and say you tried to kill them like they did last time. So we always collate with the officers and let them know we're going. See, that's the difference between you. You're the one in my comments whining like a little bitch with my almost 5,000 followers now in the past 4.5 weeks, with my 1.7 million views in the past 4.5 weeks. The only follower you got is yourself on your fucking social media page. So who's the real loser and who's the one whining? I'm literally smiling and laughing at you people. That's the funny part. Listen, guys, they literally don't realize what's coming for them. They literally don't realize what's about to happen. They think we're still in the Biden administration, and they think people give a fuck about them. Like, they think people care about their feelings and shit. They don't realize the whole country's turned on them. Even the Democrats. Did y'all see the polling graphs yesterday? Holy fuck, bro. The midterms, the whole country's turning red in the midterms. It's going to be fucking wonderful, bro. The Democrats have lost their entire voting base over this shit. Nobody gets behind murdering people in the streets. Just a select few of you. There's like maybe fucking 2 million of you out of 300 million people. You know what I mean? Maybe 2 million of you out of 300 million people. There's nothing you can do anymore. Nothing. You have no enforcement power. You have no federal power now. You have no power whatsoever. And wait until those cops start standing up against federal agents. Wait until you start shooting in the streets and we just wipe you the fuck out, because we're not you. You understand that, right? You start trying to murder us in the streets and we're just literally going to take you out. We're not going to worry about your fucking court date. None of that shit. So keep getting violent with us. We will never get violent towards you. We'll just wait for you to come to us and we'll deal with the violence under the color of law. Because right now, if Trump were to enact the Insurrection Act without something else big happening, that would be a problem with their court system, which nobody gives a fuck about. At this point, and I can't believe old constitutionalist Joshua is going to say this, the law needs to just get the fuck set aside for a minute. We need to declare wartime separations, and we just need to do what needs to fucking get done. And that's what we're hoping for from Trump, because we are at war in this country. You have declared war on the rest of the country. 4 states have declared war on the rest of the country, which was stupid. So now we're going to finish it. That's all this is. We're going to finish what you started, and there's nothing you can do about it, and nobody cares about you bitching in our fucking, are you a libertarian? Oh, then you believe in the Constitution. That's the only thing you should be worried about, is the Constitution. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say I'm a constitutionalist, is what I am. Because even to me, libertarians I think we should just get back to the founding fathers. That's what I think we should do. And start this shit the fuck back over. You know what I mean? You won't win shit because you ain't got nothing. You can't do nothing. You set yourselves on fire, shit your pants, and shoot yourselves. Can't do anything. You fire 20 shots into a building and nobody gets hit except for the people you were trying to help. You deported them for us, you fucking idiots. You know what I mean? We didn't even have to deport those motherfuckers when you attacked the ICE agency. You deported them for us. I'll debate you anytime you want to. Butt sucker faggot, I'll debate you anytime you want to. Does that say butt sucker faggot or patriot? Oh, butt sucker patriot. Oh. Well, I had the glare in my eyes. Send me a message on Facebook, Port Charlotte Trump group. I will set up a live, and we'll give it 3 or 4 days to fucking fill up full of people. That way you can get as many views off of that as you want. And we'll say, this is someone from the right debating someone from the left. That way you can get as many leftists on here as you want. And you can look at all my last polls. Okay? You can just gonna talk shit now, huh? You're not actually gonna do it? Probably because you like to suck on butts. I don't know. You probably like the juicy buttholes and you like to suck on them. That's probably why you got that name. Yes, I have 2. They're all full grown and in college. One's in the military right now. He is in, where is he? Guam or somewhere like that. The other one, TJ, is up in Colorado. 2 good boys. 2 great boys. Very proud of both of them. Saw TJ about 6 months ago. He came down to visit me when all this shit was going on. He wanted me to come up there with them. I'm like, no, I'm not doing all that bullshit. They're worried about my safety and worried about me getting hurt and shit. And no, I'm not going to dox my kids' information on here so you know where the fuck my kids are and who my kids are. You have my one boy that's fucking in the Navy, and fucking that'll be the last thing you do. Yeah, it's real cold there. He's in Boulder. It gets real cold in Boulder. I went up to visit him. This shit. I'm a Florida man. I like Arizona. We meet up in Arizona every once in a while, too. I love Arizona. It's gone to shit, but Arizona used to be a great state. They were always the bastion for open carry. They've always had open carry and great Second Amendment laws in Arizona. We used to hitch our horses right to the post in Apache Junction, Arizona. We had to hitch our horses right up to the fucking post at the front of the fucking stores, ride our horses into town. And did you know, just so you know, if you live in Arizona, if you ride your horse to the bar and you get pulled over on your horse on the way home, you cannot get arrested for being drunk driving because the horse knows how to get home. And that's an actual law in Arizona. Okay? So if you're a drinker and you have a horse, you can ride your horse to the bar and you can't get arrested for drunk in public or riding. Well, I've fallen asleep on my horse riding home when I was a teenager many times. And they won't really fuck with you. They didn't used to anyway, fuck with you in Arizona, you know. It used to be a great place. I live in Apache Junction, Tempe, Mesa, right off Broad Street there in Mesa by Atomic Comics, if you know Arizona, guys. Anyway, I got to get off here. And, yeah, that's what I'm on here for, is for people to disagree. That's why I'm here, is to disagree with people. Because you don't learn anything from the people you agree with, because you all think the same thing. The moment we stop speaking like this with each other, the moment we're not talking anymore, that's the moment we're in hot conflict in the streets. You know what I mean? And that's the problem with these people. They can't control their physical emotions or their mental state. They just can't control themselves. No matter what, they can't control themselves, you know? So it is what it is. Hey, I'm going to get a 1-800 number tonight, guys. I'm going to get a 1-800 number, and we'll start posting the 1-800 number in here on my other phones. I got 2 other phones. So we'll get a 1-800 number. We'll start posting the 1-800 number in here. And we can do that, or we can go live. I'm in the partner program, so I've got the feature where we can go live with like 4 different people and collab. You know what I mean? So let me know if any of you guys on my side, if you're a follower of mine, you want to come on bullshit for a little bit, let me know. Get with me. I don't want to say this because it seems like a money thing, but you can actually direct message us from members content. So I'm starting to post more and more members content every day. I've only posted 1 video so far, but I'm going to start doing a members only live after my evening live for now on. So we can direct message, and we can have a direct Discord between everybody that's a subscriber. So it's member only chats. You don't have to see all the people talking shit anymore. Even when you're in the chats here, you'll get a members only tab that'll pull up and stuff like that. So I love you guys. Have a blessed day. Be safe out here. And just remember, if we don't come together, I guess conservatives and MAGA, I guess now we're not the same thing, then that's it. That's all there is. Then MAGA is going to have to rise up, and conservatives, you're in the same boat as the left because you turned tail and fucking left us in the dirt. You know, we love you guys. We're trying. Be safe. Be well.